Hello everyone. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. I hope you're having a great Saturday. Okay, I can't seem to... What's happening? Okay. OBS is doing weird things. Okay. Anyways, welcome. So today is Saturday and it's a really nice day. We did a short stream yesterday. It was live for about, I don't know, an hour and a half maybe. So yeah, like I was saying in the previous stream, this week has been really busy for me, and next week is also going to be really busy for me. So yeah, basically I'm trying to stream whenever I can. So today, right now, I had a little like time window to do a little stream. I'm not going to be live for much time. I think I'm going to be live for about 2 hours, and that's it. And yeah, I don't know if I'm not sure. I don't think I will be able to stream tomorrow. Maybe on Monday, but then on Tuesday I'm going to travel, and then I'm going to be back on Friday, but I will not be able to stream that day. So maybe next weekend I will be back again. But yeah, it's been like these couple weeks are going to be really busy for me. So yeah, it is what it is. It's not ideal for the stream, but yeah, that's what I can do for now. But yeah, I think after next week, everything should go back to normal on my schedule. So my normal schedule is usually like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So yeah, yeah. Also, like the reason is because like I'm doing a bunch of stuff, and also my girlfriend is it's on her holidays. So yeah, she has like this week, like this past week, next week, and the other week too. So those weeks, like the schedule is going to be variating, but yeah, we'll see what we can do. For now, let's jump into working on Voyager, and let's use the time we have wisely. So yeah. Okay, so even though I've not been streaming and working on this a lot, we have been making some great progress. So let me show you really quick. So here, yeah, I also, let me see, yeah. So basically I explained this yesterday, but in any case you didn't watch. Basically this is like what we have been defining and thinking for the logic of the constellation system, on how it works and how the constellation picks procedurally the amount of stars it has with a minimum and maximum values using a probability distribution curve, so that we have some kind of control over how many stars are getting spawned. So that would mean, for example, 3 and 7 stars constellations will be like really rare to find, but then we have 4, 6, and 5 as the most common constellation types. Then we were basically doing an algorithm to distribute, to set the positions of the stars in the constellation. So we are basically grabbing like a fixed space where we quantize the positions as a grid, basically, and then we choose with an algorithm. We are basically choosing positions, and then based on the position the star chose, that position will get removed from the available positions, and then also the vertical and horizontal neighbors will also get like the positions will get removed too from the list. So then that gives us some grid patterns for stars positions, okay? And then the other thing we did is come up with an idea for a simple algorithm of how to define the connections between stars, okay? So also let me just really quick check my audio. Yeah, it's so good. Okay, so yeah, we basically are the thing we're doing right now is just going linearly, position after position, checking if we find a star. If we find a star, for example, in this case, this is the first one, so nothing happens there. But if we find a second star, and from then on, we're basically saying connect this to the previous one, and that's it. That's basically what we're doing. But there's one problem, and I'm not doing exactly this. I'm doing another thing, and I'm trying to fix this, to do exactly this. So yeah, I'm going to explain what's happening right now. So you can see here the two algorithms we did in action. So you can see here I'm basically quantizing a space right here, and every time I press this, it's going to create a new constellation with by setting procedurally the positions of the stars and also connecting them with that algorithm. But here's the issue. We'll see if we can find, for example, an example. Okay, yeah, so here, okay. So this is basically one thing that can happen, that's happening right now, because instead of going through all of the positions, I'm only going through the array that contains the selected positions, okay? So what's happening now is it goes from this star and then goes here, okay? And then goes here, like it's connecting, but then when it goes here, since we are not going from left to right to select the positions, you can see it basically started here, second here, third here, and fourth here, going back in the horizontal space, like yeah, let me just grab this and explain it a bit better in Leonardo. So so you can see this. What's happening here is basically this one is being checked first. This is the second, this is the third, this is fourth, and this is fifth, okay? So this is not what we thought about here, okay? What I was thinking about doing in this grid, like in this idea, was to basically do it from left to right. So instead it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now what the problem with that is something I want to check how that works, but yeah, the problem with that is that all of the shapes, like all of the constellation shapes, are going to be similar, because like what will happen is we'll have something like this. Okay, so this, then this, then this, and then this. Okay, so that's like going to be always the case. It's like going to be linear, and I think that's not a really good idea. I want to check if that works, but I am thinking, so let's basically go here and just comment this. Okay, and we're going to okay, just copy this again. Okay, and now what we're going to do basically is so yeah, I didn't explain exactly the problem, the issue here, so maybe you can see that, but when we're starting here, okay, so I'm going to do this, and this is going to be 1, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the problem with this is that when we go here and then we connect this to this one, this star is in the middle, so the line, the path, the connection goes through this star, which is not great. That's not good at all, because that like, of course the line is covering this star, and that's something that shouldn't happen. So instead what should happen is something like this instead. So let's say like this. Okay, so this is what should happen really. This one gets connected to this, and then this, and when this connects to this one, this is going to check, hey, is there something in the middle of my path? And if it is, then it's going to just connect this to that one. Okay, but I have to think about that a bit better, because there could be like, well, I didn't see like cases where one path covers 2 stars. I don't know if that's possible. I think that's something that's possible, I think. So basically, if so let's say only this star is it's being like covered by this. So this path goes through one star. So then what will happen is I will grab this and say, okay, connect then this to this, and then this to this. Okay, so I will create 2 paths, and that's great because it will create stars that have multiple more than 2 connections. Because right now with this idea, stars will only have between 1 or 2 connections, and I think that's fine, but of course I want more like diversity. So yeah, let's try first doing this and see what happens. I want to see what happens, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be interesting. All grid positions, okay. And then so basically what I have to do here is first I have to check okay, so yeah, I'm seeing that Copilot is finally like, yeah, it's disabled now. Yeah, yesterday I was having some issues with VS Code. It was getting froze. I have no idea what's happening, but yeah. So basically, I have to check. Yeah, so also I have to check like X and then another for Y, okay, and this is get length 0, okay. Oh yeah, but oh no, I don't need to do this because this where am I going? This all grid positions is just a one-dimensional array, so I just, yeah, let me just undo everything. Okay. And then okay, so basically here first I want to check if I find, so I have to basically go through the J, okay, so I have to go through stars positions dot length, okay, and I need to check basically if this is equal to this, okay. So basically I will do this inside of this only if all grid positions I is equal to stars positions J, okay. And in that case, if that's the case, then I will basically yeah, so I need to have some kind of way to storing. Yeah, so maybe I need to do a list. Okay, so I will do a list of int say stored, okay, no, existing stars equals new, okay. And then in this case, okay, I will say existing stars will add I, okay. Is it I? Yeah, I think it's I. So I will basically save the index of the position I just found, okay. What's happening with my, okay, so I'm saving this, I'm going through this, okay, and then I find this, okay. So that's basically what I'm finding, and I'm saving that, which is 1 1, and the index of this is going to be 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, so this is going to be 7, and then I'm going to check, okay, if existing stars dot count is higher than 1, then what I need to do is basically this, okay, and not this, is going to be this existing stars, okay, not this, stars connections is going to be existing stars existing stars dot count minus 1, minus 2. So what am I doing here? I'm basically not star connections. This is going to be, oh yeah, so yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I think this is fine. So what I'm basically doing is, let's go through this. Let's erase this first. So I'm creating an array. I'm setting this array to be a new array of star connections. That's a class that contains the connection of stars, okay, of 2 stars or more. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing. Okay, so yeah, but this is one connection. I will not save like a connection from 1 star into all of these connections. that information is going to be saved in each star. So a connection is basically this line, or here, this line. This is a connection, okay? And that's only one thing, and we'll have some kind of property, etc. But for example, this star does not only have one, it has 1, 2, and 3. So it will have that that information is going to be saved and stored in each star. So each star will have that information. Okay, so here I'm creating connections, and like, yeah, I'm thinking, is this correct? It's not correct. I think this should be a list, okay? Because right here, yeah, let's change this right now, okay? And let's make this a list, because there's not like the amount of stars connections, okay, is going to be define stars connections. Okay, so stars connections equals new. I'm going to do this just to have the information here that this is a list. Okay, so now in this list, instead of doing this, I'm basically adding add a new, okay, so let's do star connection, okay, equals new, and here I can define, okay, yeah, I don't need to do this because in the constructor I have to pass stars position index A and stars position index B, which is basically the same thing as doing this. But here's where the thing is, connection, okay, this is going to be called new connection, okay, and here instead of I-1, this is going to be existing stars -3 and -2, or maybe I should say -2 and -1. Okay, so the last and the previous to the last. Okay, so if we have, let's say we have this array, okay, let's make it simple. This is going to be expanded every time we find a new star. So let's say first we found one star, okay, that's only one. The count of this is 1, so we can't we can't connect because there's not a previous one. So then we add another one, and here now we have the count is 2. So what do we do here? We basically say count -2, which is basically going to be 2 -2 is going to be 0. 0 is this index, and then this is 1. Okay, so here we are basically connecting 1 to 0. Okay, then we're going to the next one. Okay, we're adding another one, and then we're going to add this one. So connect this one to this one. Okay, so that's what basically we're doing. Now, the thing is, okay, that I think the start position index A should be, I should search inside this other okay, well, I'm kind of doing that already. Yeah, I think that's fine because I'm going through this one and I'm basically trying to see if I am finding. Let me think about this for a second. So so all grid positions, start positions. So first we're going to go, okay, let me think about this for a second. Why is this like a low frame rate? Okay. So we're going here, here, so we found this one, okay? And this, like the index of this one could be anything, like this is not order necessarily. So what do I need to do? Like, am I saving? Yeah, so I think what I'm saving here is add I, okay? So I'm saving this index instead of the index from this. So now, instead, what I should do is basically let me think for a moment. So I'm saving this position, okay? But this in this index, so I, is not necessarily corresponding to the index of this, because this is J. Okay, so should I save J? Let me think for a moment. If I save J, okay, let's say I save J, then I would be, yeah, I think I need to save J instead of Y, instead of I, not Y. So yeah, this is exactly what I need to do. Okay, so now here, yeah, this is from, so this should be count, and this should also be count, okay. This is getting too long, but that's fine. So now we can go here. We should be able to create a new one, okay, and get. Okay. Yeah, this is working, but like this is not bad, okay. Yeah, this is not bad. It's not bad, but the problem with this is that this is not as diverse as the other one we were doing. So so basically what we can do, we could do, let me think for a moment, because like, yeah, this is cool, but you can see like there's like the pathing is always linear. It's not like there's no crossing, okay? So this is fine, this is totally fine, and this works. But let's see with this, yeah, so this is interesting and all, but the thing is, for example here, we could have like, yeah, I don't know, man. So this is fine, don't get me wrong, this is totally fine, but I want like more diversity. This is the issue I was talking about. So we are not okay, sorry. We're not going to get stuff like this. where one star can be connected to multiple other stars. And also, this shape is a bit more interesting than this. So this is fine. So some of this could be interesting, okay? But yeah, I am thinking like maybe we could have, for example, let me see if we get some. So we could make this two connected too, okay? And we can also connect this one to this and get like a closed shape. So basically I would need to make some more complex calculations, basically, okay? The good thing about this is that the way it is, it works. It's not going to give like, it doesn't have any issue, like there's no connection that goes through any star. So that's great. But yeah, you can see already it's pretty boring because every constellation is like really similar. Like you don't have a more like a lot of diversity. Okay, and yeah. Yeah, this is fine. This is totally fine, but I would like to do some more some extra things, you know. So I think that like maybe one thing I could do is, let's say after I do this, I could go again and then check different things, okay? So let me see here. For example, okay. So let me fix my hair. I just took a shower, so my hair is a bit, yeah, that's fine. Okay, anyways, so how can we detect like how can we detect cases like this? So for example, let's think about what will happen if we connect the first to the last one in some cases. So this is fine, okay. This is not fine because there's one that's already in the way, let's say, okay. So I think one thing we could check is basically using the dot product. Okay, let's try to get another one. So maybe we could go back to the previous to the old code. Okay, so here and then here, okay, and this is going to be stars connections I-1. Yeah, this is going to be star connection, new connection equals new and this. Yeah, so it's basically this code. Okay. And then here I'm going to add new connection. Okay, so this is basically the same code, but this is going through all of the stars, and basically it depends on how they got created, because when the stars positions get defined, they are basically choosing random spots. So this is not going linearly through the grid. This is basically choosing like a random spot and then erasing all of the other things, and then another star comes in and basically will pick a position that's available in the grid. So in this case, all of the pink things you see are positions that are not available. So the stars could pick positions that were not removed from the grid. So that means that when we go through the stars positions, we are not going to go through like this, 0, like this. Okay, it could go like this, and this. So that's what makes the other algorithm more interesting, because the stars are arranged in a random way. And that's fine, that's great. So this is the other algorithm. Let me just do this, because I think I'm going to use this one, but I basically have to go through each star connection and do like a dot product. I think it's what I have to do. In this case, for example, so I will grab this one, like not this one, this connection. Okay, so let's do this again. Let's remove this. Okay, and let's go back to Unity and just try doing let's go 7 and let's do this. Okay, so this is a mess. Well, I mean, it's fine, but the thing is yeah, so the first case is already pretty messy. Okay, so basically this is a really good example of things we should avoid doing. Okay, so what's happening here? Let's go through this. Okay, so first issue is this. What's happening here? Okay, so first, this connection is going through this. This is problem number 1. And problem number 2 is this is going through like too close to this star. Okay, so what we're basically trying to avoid is that in the position, like in the connection, sorry. So this is a vector, basically. This is a vector like this or like this. Anyways, it's just a vector. This is a vector. What I have to check in this vector is the dot product between this vector and this. Okay. So yeah, I have two vectors. I have this one. Okay, this is one vector, which is basically going to be the connection, and then I have to create vectors from this one. Okay, from this one into all of the other stars. Okay, so let's say this and this. Okay, so we're going to check to the other one. Okay, so what I'm trying to check is from this vector and create from this one other vectors from this to all of the other stars. So this is basically going to check, okay, what happens if I go here? If I go here, okay, this angle is good enough. Then what happens if I go here? This angle is good enough. Okay, what happens if I go here? This angle is good enough. If I go here, also this angle is good enough. So this is basically calculating the dot product of those vectors. But then, for example, if I say this angle, okay, this one is really short, so I should have some kind of threshold of basically angles that so a threshold for the dot product of this, which in this case is going to be really close to 1. So basically what happens with the dot product is that if the vector is practically the same, the direction is 1. Then if it's completely perpendicular, it's going to be 0. If it's completely parallel, it's going to be 1. So I'm trying to say, let's add, so all of these are values that go from 1 to 0, okay? So what I'm trying to say here is basically add a threshold of let's say 0.7. Okay, so this is going to be like a good. If we go beyond that threshold, okay, so this one is probably 0.95, let's say. So this is going past of this, so this is going further than the threshold, so it's trespassing the threshold, which is not good. And then what will happen with that is that basically if I detected that, so this, I will basically remove this connection and create two new ones. So a connection here and a connection there. Okay, that's basically what I'm trying to do. And also that can happen, for example, in this one or this one. Okay, so what will happen here is when I test this, okay, so the distance from here to here, okay, so this and also this, you can see it's practically like the dot product of this is going to be 1. Exactly 1. So in this case, I will basically create a connection here, so to here, and then from here to there. And that is going to be working the other way around too. If I check from here to there, you can see this is the problem. So then I create this and then this. Okay. So because connections are one-dimensional, so this is just one connection, it doesn't matter if I check from here to here or from here to here. So the direction is not important. What's important is to check the threshold of this. So how the hell can I do that? So let's, so this is going to get there connected. First, I need to create a new list of star connections, okay, which is going to be candidate connections. Okay. Star connection. Okay. This is also a list of star connections. Okay. So now, so first I'm going to do this. Okay. So first I'm going to create the candidate connections, which are this. This is the candidate connections. Okay. And then I'm going to go through all of the candidate connections, okay? Or in candidate connections to count, not concat, but count, okay? And here I'm going to check, okay, if candidate connections I dot star, well, I can just check. Yeah, I should create like some kind of function. Public, the dot product is going to be a float dot of connection. Okay, and then this is going to basically return yeah, not dot. I need to basically return connection the direction. Okay, get connection direction. This is going to be a new vector star position index A and index B. Okay, so this is basically a vector that goes from here to here. Okay, yeah, that's not correct. This is not correct because this is only like indices. So what I need here is in reality, what I need, yeah, I don't have to do this here. I have to basically say, oh yeah. So let's say vector 2 connection direct there is going to be new vector 2 yeah, this is not the direction. It is going to be vector 2 S1 is going to be this new vector, or okay, so it's going to be stars positions the star index A. Yeah, this is what I need. And then S2. Okay, so then the direction is going to be, okay, so what's wrong here? Oh yeah, so this has to be like that. This gonna has to be B. Okay, so then the basically the direction is going to be S2 minus S1. Okay, so then what do I have to do? Okay, so the direction is in essence, let's say we grab this connection. Okay, so in this case, this connection, sorry, is this minus this. Okay, it can be the other way around, like I said, but that doesn't matter at all because in this case, if you check this against all of the other things, the threshold is not going to be one like ever. So if we normalize, let's say we normalize this is going to be like this, something like, let me just try to use like a circle. Do I have shapes here? Can I do like a really big? Yeah, I can do a really big thing. So let's do this. So I will create a new layer, okay, and then I will do this, and then I will grab the eraser, and I'm going to erase this like this, okay. So this is basically normalizing the direction, okay. So this is like this here, this is going to be like that. This star is going to be this, which is fine. This is going to be this is going to be this, and this is going to be this. So what I'm trying to do is keep all of the possible connections away from this threshold, so they don't have to be inside this threshold, okay? If they are all around here, that's fine. So that's basically what I'm trying to do. So in order to do that, I need to go here. This is the direction. I have to check the direction. The vector, the dot product of this direction against against every other possible okay, yeah, so I have to do another for loop, okay. I have to go through all of the stars positions, the length, okay. I have to check if if stars positions J is equal to S1, then I continue, and I also have to continue if it's equal to S2, okay. So if I am getting like this position and this one, it doesn't make any sense to check this. Then here I'm going to check, this is going to be float, the dot product. So dot is going to be the vector 3 dot, okay, between connection there and the other position, S2, S3, let's call it. Yeah, so yeah, let's call this SA. Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't matter. Yeah, no, I think this is going to be more clear if I do. Okay, I didn't want to do that. I want to do this B. Okay, so SA, SB, and this is going to be SC. Okay, so SC. I have to check basically. Well, I don't have to check. I basically need to say stars positions index J, okay? And then I'm going to check this is another position, and I have to check the other direction is going to be vector 2 other there is going to be SC minus SA, okay? And then here I'm checking the dot product between this and this, so the other, sorry, so this is the other direction. So in this case, this is SB, okay, this is SB, this is SA, and when I'm going through all of the positions, SP is going to be first this, then this, then this, then this, then this, okay? And I'm going to check the dot product between the SC minus SA. So what's that? This is going to be basically first this, then this, then this, then this, and then this. Okay? So that's exactly what we need to do. Okay? So we check the dot, okay, and then we have to set some kind of threshold. So let's say threshold is going to be 0.7, okay? So if dot is higher than threshold, okay, so it's closer to 1, in that case, we are going to create a new connection. So in essence, this candidate connection is going to be so we're going to create two new connections. One connection is going to be start connection C1, okay, is going to be a new connection, and this one is going to go from SA to J, okay? Yeah, it's not SA. Let's save the indices. Int IA is this. Okay, and then int IB is going to be this. Okay, so I'm saying IA to J, okay, and then another start connection that goes from J into IB. Okay, so this is another connection, and then I have to say stars connections dot add C1, okay, and stars connections that add C2. Okay? If not, then oh yeah, and also I have to do this the other way around, so I can basically how should I do this? So I'm going through every connection. Okay, so for every connection, yeah, I think I should add so first I should add, yeah, I think stars connections that add new candidate connections I, okay, so then if this happens, I'm basically removing this one and then adding this two. Okay, I think this is going to work. I'm not sure, but let's give it a try. Okay, this should work, and that would be awesome because we have like almost an hour left for the stream. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay. So yeah, this is yeah. Okay. Yeah. So okay. Okay, let me just remove this, okay? And let's see if this is doing like the same thing as before. So basically I'm going here and just adding like the stars connection should be the same as candidate connection, okay? So this should be, yeah, okay. This is exactly the same as before. Look at this one, this is really interesting. So yeah, this is hard, man. This one is really interesting, but what I think should happen is basically remove this one and go here. So maybe what's happening here is that the threshold is really low. Maybe I should go a bit further on that. Let's try now what happens. But yeah, I think I'm adding like so let me just print something. If I is equal to 0, let's print log dot. Okay, so I'm going to debug that. Okay. What? What the hell? Oh, I'm so dumb. That's because I have to normalize the directions. Oh man. I'm so dumb. So I have to normalize both directions before doing this, because it's always going to be past. So yeah, anyways, see what happens now. Okay. Yeah, this is a really big mess. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's... So let's... Um... 0.5. It's only doing it like... So let's go into 4. Yeah, it's not working. It's not working. Okay. Okay. So in this one, it's 1. Hmm. Yeah, it's going to take a bit longer. So what's happening here? Let's try to take 0. Okay, so what I'm thinking is happening is this is wrong. So C1 is going to go from IA into J and then J to IB. But is this correct? I think it is, because like I'm checking the position of this, which is index J. Oh yeah, so what's happening is I don't necessarily need to add like a connection all the time. So how do I know when I should and when I shouldn't? That's another interesting question. So in this case, if I check this one to this one, okay, and follower goal met. Okay. Oh, I didn't hear my follower alert. Why didn't I hear the alert? That's weird. Sana Lewis, thank you very much for following. Thank you. And we reached our follower goal. That's amazing. Thank you very much. So yeah, I don't know why, but I didn't hear the alert. I'm not sure what's happening with my alerts. I think you did hear it in the stream, but I did not hear it in my stream. And that's a shame. I'm not sure what's happening. But yeah. Thank you very much for the follow. Okay, so we have to do something to celebrate, I think, but I'm afraid I don't have the time to do anything today. I'm going to end the stream in, well, it's 45 minutes left of the stream, but that's great. We reached 50 followers. That's amazing. So now I'm trying to understand why this. So yeah, I'm trying to check to see when I need to do when I have to do a connection and when I don't. Okay, so if there's a connection that's like this, this is really hard. Let me just think for about this for a moment. Really interesting. So so in this case, where should I set a new like a new connection. Okay, let me see here if I can understand what's happening. Maybe, yeah. You know what? I think that maybe I should be doing this from the start. So maybe this is the only thing I should do. So let's see what happens if I do this, like inside of here. Okay, let me just, I will do something, okay? I will comment all of this, okay? And I will just copy this, okay? This is a mess. And now I'm going to go, oh yeah, stars positions. Okay, so I have to go like this, maybe. Okay, yeah, no, maybe this is not going to work. No, yeah, that was fine. Okay, let's do this, okay? Stars positions dot length, okay? That's fine. And basically, this is what I should do is this, okay? This is what I should do. Let's just copy all of this here. Let's do this and copy all of this. Just comment this out. Uncomment. So now, instead of adding, this is going to be a candidate connection, okay? So this candidate connection, first I have to do this, okay? This, which is going to be, yeah, so I have to grab the positions. Okay, so this is going to be this. And instead of saying SA and blah, 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 I will grab this and this. Not this, sorry. This and then this. And that's the direction. And I have to normalize that. Or not normalize it, that's fine. So candidate connection is this one, okay? So now I go through all of the so yeah, this is going to be instead of doing this, I can go simpler and just check against this and against this and just say J. Okay, so I'm not checking the same indices of this as these ones. Okay, now I do this. So here I'm basically checking from this connection, like from this direction, I'm checking the dot for each of the stars. Okay, so if I'm checking for this and I say, okay, yeah, this is the connection. Okay, now check this, and then this, and then this, and this, and this. Okay, if any of those have a dot product that's higher than the threshold for this one, then you should add a connection. Yeah, I see what's the problem with this. So oh yeah, but there are not there's not any other like connection created. So if I'm checking, so if that's like not a case, so in this case none of this is gonna matter because there's not a connection here yet, but there's one connection here. That's true. So in this case, there's it's not going to enter the if statement. Okay, so this connection is going to check, okay, is there blah blah blah. If that's the case, then it's going to create two connections instead of one. But in this case, this one is not. So I should have some kind of boolean. Okay, that's called bool is a good candidate is false. Okay, and then so yeah, here is going to be this and here is going to be this. Okay, so okay, if it's not a good candidate, it's going to create a position between the. So let's see what happens in this case. So this is the connection. Let's say all of the other connections do not exist. Okay, let's do this. Okay, just erase all of this. Okay, so here in this case, let's grab another color. Okay, in this case, is going to check, okay, so the dot product of this and this. So first it's going to check this, nothing happens. Okay, nothing, nothing, nothing. But when it gets here, it's going to say, oh yeah, there's a problem here. Okay, so now it's going to grab to create this, and this long connection is going to not be created. Okay, so what happens? Yeah, what I think is happening is that what could happen is that if we have another star here, this is going to check against this, and then this, and then this. So first it's going to say, oh, this is colliding. It's colliding with this one. So maybe what I need to do is just, yeah, I don't know if I should break this. Let's just try this. This is going to be false. No, this is going to be true unless this happens. In this case, is a good candidate is going to be false, and then if is a good candidate, okay, I'm going to add candidate. Okay, let's see what happens now. Let's just see what's going to happen now. Oh, I also have to remove this because this is working. This is doing just fine now. Hey, how are you? Unfortunately, my headphones broke today because of my naughty cat, so I can hear your voice. It will be great if you could respond through chat instead. Okay, I can respond through chat. Okay, so okay, I'm from Argentina. Okay, so I'm going to be trying to respond to you, although you're not hearing me, but I'm going to be trying to respond, but also trying to finish this. So let's just test this, okay? This shooting should not give. Okay, so it happened again. Oh man, that's a shame. So why did it not work? Maybe 0.9 is just too close. Maybe 0.7 should be the threshold. Maybe. Okay. So let's see now. Okay. Yeah, what happened here? Ah, man. Yeah, I will have to basically print the dot. Okay. So let's go back here and see what could be happening. Okay, great. Minus 0. Oh, because I have to check. Do you stream daily? Okay. So you can see, oh yeah, you can see the chat here in my screen. That's great. So, okay, so yeah, that's something I basically, if I have to check the absolute value of the dot product. I think that's the issue. That was causing the issue, I think. Okay. So let's test here again. Let's check. Okay. It's really close. Maybe I should increase the threshold. Oh, that happened again, man. Oh, you know what could be happening? Let me just go here again and just debug.log. Okay. Let's see. It's always going to be 2, right? Yeah. So, yeah, okay. Maybe I should clear this every time. Like here, every time I press, I should clear. Can I clear? Debug.clear, is that possible? Yeah. That's fine. That's what I need. Oh, I need to clear it here. Okay. Here is not getting clear. Okay, it's not working. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, that's really close, and I'm not sure why that worked. Ah, man. I think I should also do this and just check the connections. Actually, I do some artwork, so can I make something cool for your channel in a reasonable price? Okay. Yeah, I am not really looking for to buy anything, any artwork or anything, so yeah. But yeah, so you can join my Discord and offer that to the users there. Maybe somebody is interested in that. But thank you for the offer. Anyways, let's go back here. We don't have much time left. Well, we have 25 minutes left for this. So there's 4 connections. It seems like, yeah. It seems like there's repeated connections, which is not good. Oh man. So maybe I also need to check if let's go. Yeah, this didn't work at all. So yeah. Let's see. Dot. Okay. So before adding, I should basically check. Let's do another function here. Bool can is connection repeated. So int. Well, let's just start connection. And then we will basically return false, but we will basically go into stars connections that count. I sent you a friend request. Okay. Hogwarts graphic world. Okay, so let's see here. Is connection repeated? So this is basically going to check what the hell? Okay. If stars connections I dot star connection index A. So maybe what I need to check is the magnitude. Okay, so let's check this. Let's check here. Okay. So here I have to check let me just create a vector 2 connection there, connection vector, and connection vector inverse. I think I'm pretty sure I don't need to do this, but anyways, it doesn't matter. Connection vector is equals to new vector 2 star connection index A and then B. Okay, and then basically it's going to be A and then B, and this is inverse. Okay, and then compare connection, and then I'm going to receive a vector 2 connection vector, and I'm basically okay, so this should be vector 2 int, and this is going to be vector 2 in, vector 2 in, and I'm also going to receive a vector 2 int here, so return false is same connection. Okay, so then is same connection. Okay, so I basically have to check return connection vector equals connection vector, or connection vector equals connection vector inverse. Okay, so that's basically what I need to do. If stars connections E I that is same connection, then return true. Okay, so I don't want to have this as a something in the inspector, so I'm going to say get private set. Okay, so then I'm going to say the same thing for inverse. Okay, so those are properties, and then I'm going to, yeah, so that's fine, and then I have to use this, and before adding each of the things I have to check if is connection repeated C1. Okay, so every time I'm going to add a new one, yeah, I'm basically repeating myself all of the time here, but that's fine, I don't care right now. I can just do this and check if this is going to work at some point. Let's see. Okay, so 15 minutes left for the stream. So start connections to, okay, 2 2 3. Okay, so there's 3 there. Okay, 2 3 2 2 2 3. Okay, okay, there's 3 here. Why is there 3 here, and why is it not respecting my I don't understand. So let's just comment this, okay? Let's check only like when we are about to create a connection. Let's check if the dot product and blah. So what the hell? This is 0.7 and 0.9. I don't understand what's happening. So how can I for stars position, okay, stars position J, star positions J. Oh man. There's something I'm doing wrong here. There's something, I'm doing something wrong here, and I don't know what it is. I don't have much time left. That's a shame. I'm not even using this. So is the thing that I should break this? Let's see. I think I also need to print the index. So also, I think I should do this only here, so I can go until I get something in the console. Okay, one. Okay, no connection there. So what happens if I go and do this? Let's check. 0.8. One. I wish I could like stars positions. Can I gizmo text? Okay, I can't. But let's do blah blah blah. Okay, color white, draw sphere. So let's do this. I equals 0 color dot white. If not, then I equals 1 color dot let's say red, not color dot magenta. Okay, or black. So each star, depending on the index, is going to get one color. Okay. So basically, 0 is white, 1 is red, and 2 is black. Okay. And then here, I want to print I. So I will basically do something like this. Let me just do this. Okay, so candidate equals I, and then other stars is going to be J, and then dot equals dot. Okay, let's see. This is 0, 1, 2. Okay, so I'm basically checking the dot was, yeah, so this was the threshold from 1, which is this. What? From 1 into 2, so from this to there. What the hell? I don't understand, man. Maybe my calculation for the dot product is not correct. I don't know, man. And I'm running out of time. So this is 0, 1, 2. Okay. Let me, what am I doing? Okay. So 1 is red and 2 is black. 0, 1, and 2. So the candidate is, I don't know what the candidate is. Oh yeah, because maybe I should say, instead of this, I should do something like this. Candidate is I, and it's not I, it's candidate connection dot star position index A, or maybe I could say this. And then star position index B, and the other candidate is going to be star position index A into J. Okay, so this is this and there. Okay, let's check now. So I can have like a more here. So the candidate, let's see, from 1 to 0. Okay, so 1 to 0 is this here, and the other is 1 to 2. The dot product for that is 0.8. Really? What the hell? That's 0.8. That doesn't make any sense. So this was the candidate 1, 0, which is, yeah, it's already doing it. So 1, 0 and 1, 2. This is really weird. So yeah, maybe the threshold is really low. I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, so here I'll find. Okay, here. What happened here? 1 2, 2 0, and 0 1. So maybe what I need to check is also, so this is like the first candidate was 1 0. Okay, so 1 into 0, which was not good. So then 1 into 0, so then other stars 1 2. Okay, so 1 2. Okay, 1 0 1 2. So the candidate was this, and this was the one that caused an issue, which is basically dot 1. So then I created the connections from 1 2. So this is 1 2 and 2 0. That's perfect, but this one, what happened there? What did this one get connected? So let me see. So 2 1 is the candidate. 2 1 is this there. Yeah, I think I'm getting close to the solution, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to end the stream right here. I run out of time. So yeah, I have to basically revise this and see what's happening, but right now I don't have more time, so I will have to go. So yeah, I'm going to try to stream on Monday. I'm not sure, maybe tomorrow or Monday. Those are the two options I have, and then after that is going to be next weekend. So next Saturday, I would say maybe I would be able to stream. So yeah, I can't say for sure, but those are my options, and I may stream on those days. So yeah, other than that, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to join my Discord. You can join the Discord to get notifications for when I'm live, and also you can share all sorts of things there. If you want to share your art, your games, your music, anything, you can chat there, you can get some feedback. It's amazing. So yeah, that's going to be the stream for today, and thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one.